Welcome, Virgos. Hi. Happy birthday to those Virgo suns out there. It is such a joy to be in Virgo season as I film this. We made it through eclipse season, we made it through retrograde season, and now we're into this sweet spot. I want to tell you guys what I love about you, and just take a minute to honor Virgo energy. I love how well you do things. You know, any task you put your hand to, it's amazing to watch you transform that task and make it your own. I love your witty sense of humor. I laugh so hard with Virgos. You guys, your minds work in such a beautifully powerful way. I love that you are some of the best people you can have in your life. You guys are strong and clear. You show up in a way. You're great communicators. I appreciate all of those factors. I appreciate the high quality of the things around you and the things that you do in life. I appreciate that so much. And, these are things I can appreciate in myself as well. Virgo moon, it's really interesting. It's not maybe how I present myself to the world all the time, but in my private world, the Virgo energy is extremely important to how I organize my life, how I get things done, how I create. So I just appreciate this energy. I'm very excited to sit with you. Wow, 10 of Wands popped right out. This card has been featuring heavily in the September reading. So already we can say with clarity, put the burden down. Wherever you may be feeling burdened, wherever you feel you may be having to hold everything, we can confidently say with this Virgo season, with this beautiful September, with Mercury going home to your sign on September 5th, that those burdens can be put down. One of the things that happened with eclipse season this last few months, and as we've been adjusting to Uranus and Taurus, and as we went through a lot of retrogrades, including your ruling planet being retrograde in August, we learned where we had to hold on and where we needed to let go. We saw with clarity what was holding us back. And I have a beautiful note for you all this month. When I felt through Virgo energy, I was really excited. I'm getting goosebumps actually talking about it because I got the message of being totally in the flow. Glennon Doyle Melton says, just do the next right thing. We feel overwhelmed by life and we have a lot on our plate and we have ambiguous gray areas in our life where we don't have a yes or no answer. We don't know what the right thing is, which is a lot of what's been going up and down the last few months. She always says that, you just look for the next right thing, right? You do the next right thing, even if it's something as simple as putting on a pair of socks or drinking a glass of water. 5 of Swords. Interesting what's coming up in the cards here. But I get this feeling with Virgos that you just know where to put your foot next all month. There's just this knowing, like this self-trust, where it's like, yeah, I know exactly how to call that. I see it, I call it, and I know what's next. And there being an immediate bounce back of positive reinforcement for you all month. Yep. 6 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. As you can see, we start a little rocky, and then we go right into flow. And that's the thing. One of your great skill sets, I think, is your ability to adjust consistently, 4 of Cups, over time. We have a new moon in your sign on the 9th, along with Venus going into Scorpio in your 3rd house on that same day. That's really powerful. A great, quiet place to sit down and think about where you want to take this road next. King of Wands. Birthday seasons are always interesting. Page of Wands. Wow, fire. They are a time of assessment, a time of recalibration, a time of new beginnings. Well, I hope you have some very festive and vibrant and lively birthday celebrations. It is also a time of really feeling that flow. I mean, the word peace came to mind for me, Virgo, and I think Three of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay, that's good. I think that you do have a tendency, because you're good at things, because you have the ability to succeed in anything you put your hand to, you do pick up a lot of projects, a lot of static, a lot of people needing and wanting things from you in specific ways. But one of the lessons you've learned in this last year, one of the lessons that's been very powerful for you has been this knowing, the next right thing. And sometimes the next right thing is to just be like, I don't need to carry you with me all the time. I don't need to, call and check up on you all the time. I don't even need to answer your text all of the time if I am busy and I have something else going on, right? You've learned how to prioritize your energy and your time because it's valuable and you understand that value intrinsically. And what I see here with these two first cards is kind of that acknowledgement, that nod to that fact that you have done things that way in the past, that you have felt you needed to hold things for people, that you did need to facilitate, that you did need to be the facilitator in relationships and work and family, that you had to facilitate because you know how to do it. And one of the things you've been learning is you can put it down. You can put down that burden, and you don't have to carry other people's narratives in their minds all the time, right? And I think there maybe it will be tempting to go back to that old way that you've done in years before, right? In months before even. But I get the sense with you, Virgo, that this month you're just like, you will just be able to call it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to deal with that. You call me when you're calmed down, or you let me know when you're ready for me. Because I'm over here getting my shit done. And I know what I'm doing. There's this self-assuredness with you guys this month that I really love to see. There is this peaceful centeredness that makes you utterly powerful this month. The astrology is so conducive to your energy. I mean, we have that new moon, we have Venus and Scorpio in your third house, we have Mars moving forward into Capricorn, moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and that forward motion of that energy is going to be very, very helpful for getting things done. We have a full moon in Aries, which is really powerful for Virgos, because when you have that full moon let's see, what will that be for you? That will be actually, interestingly enough, your 8th house of transformation, right? Aries energy, you are sloughing a skin, you are stepping fully into power. It's like Phoenix rising from the ashes kind of energy, and it's very empowering energy. Like I think that you will have that kind of magnetic quality that people who maybe haven't been paying attention to you or haven't been very consistent with you as far as like following up, where you always follow up. Maybe they haven't been following up. Maybe they haven't been treating you. This self-assuredness that you are having this month is, I tell you what, you just put those burdens down and you drown out the static with your own busy, you're doing your thing. Oh my gosh. People are going to be losing their mind. Like, where are you? Oh my God. They're going to realize your value because you realize your value. And look what happens right away. 6 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? So for those of you with relationships that have been kind of, they feel cosmic and they feel challenging, but they feel deep. Maybe you've been going through some back and forths on that front, right? The 6 of Cups here is alluding to that. But the 6 of Cups is also about connection, reuniting. As we move into your 2nd house of Libra, we're starting to embody and manifest things. But there seems to be some kind of abundance flowing in when it comes to relationship, right? There seems to be some kind of like big infusion of energy. But it only comes when you know that you are not going to play into all these other things. And I have no doubt that you will feel a certain sense of peace and clarity of mind. I mean, it's just coming to you. This is one of those things like, sometimes we want to be clear-headed and peaceful and have a peace of mind. We just can't, we get wrapped up in our heads, and we have to figure it out. We have to come up with the outline and the outcome, and what is this outcome going to be, and what are we going to do? And sometimes you're just at peace in the present moment. There's something going on here with you, Virgos, where you're having that. And what comes from that is this big infusion of energy toward you, not only health and financially, but for me, this Nine of Pentacles is speaking to the wealth of people coming to want to be around you, people wanting to connect with you, people wanting to be with you and around you and respecting you and enjoying you and realizing your value and knowing your value. I see there being a huge infusion there for you of recognition of you as a being. And so much of that stems from this peaceful knowing exactly where you're putting your foot next. You will be able to call shots like nobody else. Oh man, that is going to be so much fun for you. What a fun way to play through the month. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind, we do have this Four of Cups as we move into your new moon. This Four of Cups is really connecting for me with the Virgo new moon on the 9th, right? I always have to look. Yes, the Virgo new moon is on the 9th. Four of Cups energy, yes, sometimes it can be that frustrated thing of like, oh, why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it here yet? Lack of faith, right? That this can also be a faith card. It can also be that you know it's going to show up. I like to think about it as like whatever it is that you want to show up. I like to imagine this. Getting comfortable, getting in a nice big armchair at the end of a long day with a good book or, one of your favorite films or something, getting your cup of tea. I like to imagine a book, like a nice big book that you just love, some great reading and your cup of tea, and you're completely relaxed. You're like this lady here, right? And even this dude. You're reading your book. You are not concerned with the external world at all because you have everything you need. Like, yeah, I got it. Feeling good. And you get a knock at the door, and the door opens, and a person walks in. Or an opportunity walks in. And it's the opportunity you really want, your heart's true desire. We all have like those one or two things that we know we want. It's our heart's desire. And you just look up from your book casually and you say, oh, I was expecting you. Hi. That's the vibe I get from you guys. And that is the headspace that is so empowering for you. And that is what the new moon is telling me for you to do. Get cozy. Spiritually, right? Get it, or literally get into an armchair, cozy armchair with a cup of tea and a really great book that engages your mind and utilizes your brilliance. And just chill out, because I tell you what, the second of the half of this month is delivering something really powerful to you. Can we get enough of these fire energies here? The second half of the month is about a big arrival. King of Wands, Page of Wands, Three of Wands. Okay, yes. Maybe some of you have like a Leo or a Sag or even an Aries hanging around in your midst that are playing a big role. Absolutely. You can be collaborating or falling in love with somebody in that fiery element. But this is also, so there's that, yeah. Fire energy seems to be playing a role for the Virgos out there this month. But there's also something else going on here. There is an ignition of passion. There is an ignition of connection. There is a big arrival in this energy. This is arrival energy. This is that knock on the door when you're comfy in your pajamas and you're doing your thing and you just know. That's what this is. And it's really intense. But here's the coolest part about it. We get to the last week of the month. We're in Libra season. We're now in your second house. We have this full moon in Aries. Pluto's going direct on the 30th. All this stuff is happening. We have a lot of direct planet energy. We've just had your birthday season. We're shifting now into like doing, manifesting, the physical mode, right? And you get exactly what you want. Your ships are coming in. Your invitations are coming in. Your collaborators are coming in. That door, that knock on the door is showing up. And the more chill you are, and the more you're just, utilizing your mind and your brilliance to create and to be and to put, but there's this flow and this peace with you guys that I'm just loving. Like, I'm just all about that energy. My gosh, it's just so sexy. It's really, truly like sexy and intriguing and surprising. And I'm just really digging it for you guys. I just love it because you guys do so much for everybody and everybody around you, and you can get frazzled, you can get fried, you can feel really at the end of your rope in some ways. And I feel like to see you in an energetic state where you are able to just feel completely at peace and just to get you to use your wit and your brilliance and your humor and your ability to put ideas together just to have fun and enjoy and feel chilled out. Oh my gosh, what a magnetic thing. And then I'm just happy for you guys for that. And then I'm also happy for you that you're getting some kind of manifestation. You're getting some arrival. You're getting some communication. You're getting some kind of passionate ignition spark with the people around you where you are opening up new creative doors, new creative ventures, and you are feeling in line with it. And it's really cool too because we end with the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is intuitive knowing. If anybody was going to be curled up, well, she wouldn't really be curled up with a cup of tea just being like, oh yeah, I was expecting you. She wouldn't be curled up with the tea and the book. She would just be like, yeah, I was expecting you. High Priestess is faith, right? She's intuitive knowing. She knows exactly where to put her foot next. Have fun with this month because you are going to get the right elements coming in. You're in flow, baby. You are in flow. There's no doubt about that for me. You guys have so much power this month. It's ridiculous. And it's because you just know. You're like, yeah, so have fun with it. See where, it takes you. Feel the impulses, those little impulses like, I think I'll walk to work this way instead of this way. And see what weird things happen. Take note of it. Synchronicity journals are a huge thing for me. I love them. They're very fun. It's a great way when you're in this flow to do that. And this is all High Priestess stuff. But yeah, the whole vibe this month is like the first half of the month is just like, yep, calibrating, getting in there. And then being like, the second half of the month is like, oh yeah, I was expecting you. Have a seat. Welcome to my world. I'm glad you're ready. I always knew you would be. It's the ultimate faith, right? It's the ultimate faith. I'm going to pull one more card out of curiosity, even though the High Priestess is such a great way to end this reading. Couldn't ask for anything better. Truly, it encapsulates and epitomizes exactly what I'm talking about. Your flow is so good this month, Virgo. I don't think anything could mess with you this month. Knight of Cups. What was I saying? Oh, hey. Welcome. I knew you'd be here. I always knew you'd show up. I'm glad you're here. Care to join me? I already have everything I need. You're totally welcome to join me. Take a seat. That's Virgo this month. Man, you guys, I couldn't ask for anything better. I couldn't ask for anything better for my Virgos than to see that type of empowered flow. Truly, this month will be amazing. And I think the biggest thing that you're going to notice is how you don't take on things you don't have to take on anymore. After a time where I think you've been taking on a lot, you just don't have to anymore. You just don't have to anymore. You're free. I am going to leave it there because I think that is just exactly the place to close it out. I would love to work with you all. So you can check out my website and my email. I will leave those in the description box. Also follow me on Instagram at @SARAHTAROT. We have so much fun doing energy check-ins and just seeing where the road takes us. You can follow me on my venture. You find a little bit more about my personal life and where I am in my own energetic journey if you're curious. I'd love to share that with my Virgo fam. I also am wearing PinkLune's jewelry as usual. So beautiful, handcrafted, high quality, all full metals and ethically sourced stones, just beautiful. 15% off for my lovelies. I will leave all of her info in the description box. I will see you in October for quite an interesting ride that we have going on with the Venus retrograde, which always brings in some very interesting mirroring lessons. So we're all going to be buckling up for that. And I just wish you all the best birthdays for those that happen in August. Blessings to you and blessings to all the September Virgos out there. I love you guys so, so much. And maybe I don't express it as much as I should because you guys are my family. I am part of this tribe. I'm so happy to share it with you. And I am so happy to see this energy flowering the way that it is for you. I will see you all in October. Sending so much love.